Hey, what's up everybody? It's George here. We're back with another video. Now today's video is going to be an unboxing, maiden flight and review video of the Proto X micro quadcopter. Now there's an interesting story about how I came about the Proto X. Bobby Lightning had a problem with his computer and dropped it off for me to fix, and while I was there I showed him some videos from Earthling and Danny Lightning and TNT Neon, all just having a blast with the Proto X. I told him I gotta have one of these, that just looks like a lot of fun, and nothing more was said after that. Well, when Bob picked up his computer, lo and behold, he's got two Proto X's and gave me one of them for fixing the computer. So I really appreciate that. I'm sure that I'm gonna have a blast with it. Now why another micro quad? Well, like I said, after watching Danny Lightning, TNT, Earthling just fly these things around their living room and have a ball, I thought, you know what, that's also good eye-hand coordination in the winter. It's cold here in Northeast Ohio and I have no desire to go outside whatsoever. So anything I can do indoors, whether it be on the SIM or one of the smaller helicopters in the basement just hovering around, but this looked like a lot of fun and something that I can keep my thumbs a little bit in order over the winter anyway. So why don't we go ahead, head over to the bench, unbox it, and take a look and see what's in there. Okay, there you have it, the Proto X. Comes in a very, very small package, obviously. Let's go ahead and open it up and see what's in there. First thing we'll take out is the actual Proto X itself. You can see that's one tiny thing. It looks like it's held in by a couple of twist ties here. There it is, the Proto X. Next thing out of the box is the controller. We'll take a closer look at both of these in a second. We just want to take everything out of the box for right now. And there's another small box. And it looks like a charging cable. And some extra props. And the instructions. So that's everything that's in the box. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Proto X first. Okay, looking at the Proto X from the back, we can see that there's the power connector. This will go to the USB and it's how you power the unit. There's a shell underneath. The shell, of course, is the battery and the electronics. It doesn't look like it pops off very easily. I'm not going to try to tear it off. 4 motors appear to be attached to the arms, and let's go ahead and flip it over and take a look at the bottom. Looking at the bottom of the Proto X, we can see that this is a marvel of engineering. I mean, it's basically a flying circuit board. Even the arms are a part of the circuit board with traces supplying the motor's power. Just amazing. The motors are soldered in and the circuit board is exposed, so you may want to be a little bit careful with that. There is an on-off switch which is located directly behind the power connector. Power connector is what you'll be hooking your USB up to. Pretty straightforward design. Let's go ahead and take a look at the controller next. And here we have the Proto X controller. Although it's micro in size, in functionality it's the same as any other controller. On the right hand side is your elevator and aileron, and on the left hand side is your throttle and yaw. There is a trim for the elevator and the aileron. There's an on-off button and an LED. You're going to need to supply 2 AAA batteries, and you'll need a small screwdriver to remove the battery drawer to install them. Let's go ahead and get the batteries in, the quad charged, and then we'll go ahead and link up. Okay, we have the batteries in the controller. We've charged up the Proto X, and we're ready to link the two. To link them, first turn on the controller. When you do, you'll see that the red light is blinking. Next, you'll turn on the Protos. Once the blue lights have stopped blinking, it's linked. At this point, it's linked. There was nothing to it. If I give it a little throttle, yep, So the next thing to do is take it for a maiden flight. Okay, we're here in the production conference room at work, and we're going to give the Proto X its maiden flight. I've already got it turned on and linked up to the controller, so let's take off and see how she does. It seems pretty stable. It wants to rotate a little bit there to the left, but seems to be doing okay. It's a little twitchy, but seems to fly very nice. I can control it with no problem at all. I can tell I'm going to have some fun this winter buzzing this thing around the living room. I wanted to do it in the conference room initially for more room, but obviously it's pretty stable and it flies very nicely. I won't have any problem navigating the furniture and everything else in the lunchroom. It's amazing how little this thing is, but how well it flies. Yaw control's pretty good. Like I said, it does want to rotate a little bit to the left, but I can offset it with my rudder stick. Overall, I am really amazed at how well this little thing flies. Sure, I'm going to be having a lot of fun with this. It's pretty zippy. I'm surprised at how responsive it is. There may be some dual rates. I did notice that the sticks do click. I'm not sure exactly what it's for, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. Overall, very easy to fly. It's actually quite tame, quite docile. Yet pretty zippy if you need it to be. Very nice. Now I do believe that the LEDs will start blinking when you get close to cutoff voltage. I'm not going to get that far up. The LED just started blinking, so let me land her. Very good. That's the cutoff voltage. That tells me that my flight is done. So let's go ahead and head back and do a quick review. So there you have it, the Proto X. Now, this is not a hobby grade craft by no means. It's only around $40. But I'll tell you, pound for pound, this thing is well worth the price. It's a lot of fun. TNT Neon has a video where you can use a larger controller if the smaller controller is a problem for you. I just think that this is a blast, and I'm really amazed at the technology and what they've done over the past few years. All I can say is I'm glad that I'm a part of it, and I'm glad that I could share it with everybody else. So thanks for watching, and as always, happy flying, friends.